Hey, love. Yeah, I'm out here. Come. Come sit with me. Yeah, just right here on the swing. Closer. Good. Yeah, I saved your spot. And I brought the blankets because I already know you. You'll say you're fine. You'll insist you're not cold. And then 5 minutes later, I'll feel you shiver. So, let me. There. Better. You saw my face before I said a word, didn't you? Yeah, you always do. I tried to look normal when you opened the door. I tried to give you that smile, the one that says everything's okay. But I couldn't. Not tonight. Tonight, I feel heavy. Not because of you. Never because of you. Because of my mind. Yeah. It's loud today. And it keeps repeating the same sentence in that calm, cruel way. You're not enough. Not enough as a man. Not enough as a partner. And not enough to deserve someone like you. Look at me. I'm telling you this because I trust you. And because I don't want you guessing. I don't want you sitting next to me wondering what you did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. This is mine. This is my fear trying to dress itself up as logic. And I hate it because I came here to be steady for you. I left everything behind for you. And some nights my brain tries to punish me for caring this much. It says, you crossed an ocean. You can't afford to fail. As if love is an exam. As if you're a prize I have to earn every day. The truth is, I don't regret anything I left behind. I don't miss the old routines more than I want you. I don't miss the familiarity more than I want our future. But I feel the weight of the choice. Because it's not a small thing to choose someone with your whole life. And I did. I chose you. And that makes me protective. It makes me serious. It makes me want to build something so safe for you that your nervous system finally believes it's allowed to rest. And maybe that's why I look sad tonight. Because the more I love you, the more I realize how much you deserve. And my mind goes, what if you can't give her enough? What if I'm still becoming the man I want to be? And in the meantime, you feel alone. What if you have one of those days? The days where your thoughts turn sharp, where your heart feels exposed, and I'm not strong enough to hold you. Because we both have those days. We've both been through things we don't talk about in small conversations. And we've both had moments where we had to survive ourselves. Some days, your mental health feels fragile. And some days, mine does too. And we don't always have a reason. It just happens. The world gets too loud. The mind gets too fast. The body feels like it forgot how to relax. But listen, I'm not afraid of that. Not with you. I'm not going to love you only when you're easy to love. I'm not going to punish you for being human. When it's heavy, we slow down. We eat something small. we drink water, we take a shower, we breathe. We come back to the simple things. And I stay. Give me your hand. Yeah. Good girl. Just stay with me. Feel how warm my hand is. Feel the swing moving. Feel the night air. Feel the blanket around you. You're here. You're safe. And I'm not letting you float away into your thoughts. Not tonight. You know, before you, I was used to relationships where I didn't feel met, where I had to explain myself into exhaustion, where my love felt like it was always slightly misaligned, like I was giving, but it wasn't landing. And you told me you know that feeling too, being next to someone and still feeling alone, trying to be understood and feeling unseen. And it messes with you. It makes you doubt your instincts. It makes you second guess your needs. It makes you think love is supposed to feel like tension. But with you, it doesn't. With you, love feels like breathing. It feels like coming home and taking your shoes off and letting your shoulders drop. It feels like being allowed. And that's why this scares me sometimes. Because this time, it's real. This time, I actually care what happens to us. Come here. Put your head on my shoulder. Yeah, right there. I need to tell you something about me. When I'm sad like this, I get quiet. I go inward. I start counting what I give, counting what I don't give yet, counting the ways I should be better. It's not fair, it's not love. It's fear wearing a suit and pretending it's responsibility. So tonight, I'm not letting it drive. Tonight, I'm going to tell you the truth instead. The truth is, I love you. And my love for you is not fragile. It's not a mood. It's a decision I make in my bones. And the second truth is, I've been thinking about your dream. The one that lights you up even when you try to play it cool. That little farm. Not big, not perfect, just ours. Chickens, goats, because you can't resist the chaos of goats, and maybe one day a horse. You'd say it's just one horse, like that's a normal sentence. 2 dogs, one that's sweet and loyal and always near you, and one that's trouble, running around like it owns the land, dragging toys through the house, making you laugh even when you swore you were in a bad mood. And 2 kids, or 3 if life gets generous. Little voices calling for you, little hands grabbing your fingers, little laughs in the yard. A kitchen with flour on the counter, boots by the door, the smell of coffee and warm bread. A home where the world can't reach you so easily. When you talk about that life, you sound like someone who has survived, like someone who has been hurt and still chose tenderness. And I love that about you, because it tells me something important. Your heart didn't harden. It didn't turn bitter. It didn't give up. It kept dreaming, and I don't want that dream to stay a dream. I want to build it with you. And this is where my sadness turns into something else. Because when I imagine that life, I don't imagine it with anyone else. I imagine you barefoot in the kitchen, hair messy, smiling at something stupid I said. I imagine you in the yard, calling the dogs back like you're pretending you're annoyed, but you're happy. I imagine a child running towards you and you dropping whatever you're doing just to hold them for a second. I imagine you safe. Not always perfect. Not always easy, but safe. And then my mind tries to interrupt with fear again. Can you really give her that? Can you really carry that? And what if you break? So I'm going to answer that fear right now. Yes. Not because I'm invincible, not because I never struggle, but because I'm committed. Because I don't run. Because when I love with my whole life. And because you and I, we're not looking for some flawless fairy tale. We're looking for something real that lasts. We're looking for love that can hold fragile days. A love that doesn't punish us for being human. So, here's what I want you to know clearly. When your mind gets loud, I will not step away from you. When you feel fragile, I will not make you feel guilty. When you need reassurance, I will not make you beg. I will take your face in my hands and I will remind you who you are. And when my mind gets loud, I'll let you hold me too. Because that's what partnership is. Not one person saving the other, but two people choosing each other again and again. And I'm choosing you every day. Look at me, love. I know I'm French, and I know sometimes my words sound intense, but it's only because I don't know how to love halfway. I don't do half love. I don't do almost. I don't do maybe. When I say I want you, I mean I want a life, a home, a family, a future where we never have to pretend we're okay alone. So, I'm going to ask you something tonight, and I want you to breathe first, okay? Good. In and out. Good. I didn't come this far to be temporary. I didn't leave everything behind to be your for now. I came because you feel like home. And home is not something I visit. Home is something I build and protect with my whole life. So, will you marry me? Will you let me be your husband? Let me be the man who holds you on the shaky days. Let me be the man who makes your dream real. The chickens, the goat, maybe the horse, 2 dogs running the place, and 2, maybe 3 kids someday. Let me be the one you come home to. The one you don't have to perform for. The one who listens and stays in control, even when emotions get intense. Say yes, and I will spend the rest of my life making sure you never feel replaceable again. You were never hard to love. You were just in the wrong hands before, and you're not anymore. Come here, closer. Good. Breathe with me. In and out. That's it. I love you. With the parts of me that are strong, and with the parts of me that are still healing. And I'm not going anywhere. We'll build it. A simple life. A safe home. And when the world gets loud, we'll come back to the porch swing, the night air, and each other. Always.